as a woman, we have multiple roles in our life, and we are kind of like switching different roles every day. So these are some of the real scenario that is happening. How do we effectively maintain our health status in the midst of love and devotion? Because one of the very important point is that when we want to take good care of others, we have to always maintain ourselves in a good condition. To me, one of the very important factors for me to maintain myself or to really make sure I am in a good condition, we have to always keep on learning. Because why? Knowledge is essential to improve the health of our beloved family. When we talk about wellness, it's on physical wellness, meaning we are healthy, we are not sick, and another wellness is on mentally wellness. So let's look at what are the common symptoms of women malnutrition. We can look at hairs, like for example, if it is like too dry, or do we lose our hair in a quite a big sum of amount every day? If we experience insomnia, or are we easily awake every night? These are some of the health parameters that we can kind of like basically do a simple assessment. This is a self-assessment that we can do on ourselves. Question to ask ourselves whether are we in good condition or we are in a state that we need to improve ourselves more. And then we can look at our eyes. Are they look dull, yellowish, cloudy? Our complexion, is it look good or we are too pale or too yellowish? Emotional, are we in an emotionally stable state? And our energy level, are we energized every day or we are feeling very tired? Or are we living a very sedentary lifestyle? And our menstrual cycle, are they regular or are they irregular, and the volume, are they considered as a good volume or too low volume or too big volume? Are we tend to fall sick? That is an obvious sign of low immunity. Or are we susceptible to infection? Those are all the factors or the problems faced by, for example, ladies, right? If we have any malnutrition, meaning we are not in a good state. And then what are the common causes of malnutrition? I would say the first thing is sleep late. When we are overworked, meaning we are in stress or we are in hurry. When you are stressed, you're overworked, you are not going to eat good food. You tend to go for junk food and etc. Those food that can actually satisfy your cravings. Another, I would say, common causes to be in malnutrition is that food choices. Statistics proven that when you are in stress, you're in hurry, you're not going to eat good food. Most probably you end up yourself with bad choices as on the screen, right? And also portion. We tend to overeat when we are in hurry or we are in deep stress. And also the sweetness level. If we are in stress, we tend to eat those food which is high in sugar, because sugar able to calm our nerve down, and also it is able to kind of like to trigger our dopamine excretion. Dopamine is a hormone that is able to bring us joy. That is one of the factors that is causing us to look for those food which is high in sugar, and then it can trigger our dopamine secretion, so we feel happy. And then we have to move on to another factors, which is sedentary lifestyle. I would say over 90% of current population, right? 90% are living in sedentary lifestyle. So most of us, we are living in sedentary lifestyle. So sedentary lifestyle is another cause of malnutrition as well. Like just now in the beginning, we say, ladies, we have a lot of roles to play, and then we want to make things perfect. We are the own source of our own stress. And another major factors is that many ladies tend to diet for slimming purposes. They have a wrong concept, thinking that if they diet, meaning if they do not eat, then they will slim down effectively. You will notice when you diet, you will slim down. Yes, maybe for the beginning, but it will not last long. And most of the time, you ended up yourself with rebounds, and your weight will be even higher than the previous when you, as compared to before you start dieting. I would want you to look back into your own food choices every day. Are you eating something good every day? Which is like, are we putting in something good into our mouth? Basically, I separate ladies into below age of 40 and another group. So when we look at ladies below age of 40, our main concern will be on our studies, or maybe when we are in our 30s, our concern will be on our careers, love, family, our hormonal balance, menstruation, pregnancy, lactation, and etc. For this group of people, our main concern will be on folic acid. We know we have menstrual cycle every month. We need to replenish back our red blood cell. We need to ensure we have a good circulatory system for us to have a good menstruation cycle. We need to ensure us to have a sufficient level of folic acid in our daily intake, because folic acid is a very important, which is a key element in the formation of red blood cell. You can take some eggs, spinach, tomato, asparagus, orange, green bean, sesame, and liver organ. And then secondly is an iron. Why iron is important for ladies? For example, below age of 40, like just now we mentioned, we have menstruation cycle every month, so we need to maintain our supply. 40% of body iron is found in red blood cell. So that is the reason why folic acid and iron is equally important. Source iron from animal source are more easily absorbed by a human body. When we want to enhance the absorption of iron in our body, it's good for us to take in vitamin C together with a food rich with iron to enhance iron absorption. We are living in active lifestyle, especially for ladies. Below age of 40, we are actively pursuing our career. So energy is very much important. We want to maintain a sufficient energy every day. We need vitamin B complex, for example, oats, spinach, green leafy vegetables, nuts, and etc., as you can see on the screen. These are complex that we can take in from whole food. It's a food selection that we can go as an added advantage to our health. Every one of us, we know calcium is very much important for our bone health. So what are the good source of calcium that we can take in to ensure our bone health is well secured? For example, nuts, black sesame, prawn, and those food as on the screen. All these are a very good food selection that you can go for every day to maintain your calcium level. What about women above age of 40? When we are age of 40, we are more focusing on career right now, and we are more family oriented. We need to prepare ourselves for menopause, because like sometimes menopause happens for ladies above age of 40. We need to get ourselves prepared with. And then muscle loss and osteoporosis are things that we need to, issues that we need to get ourselves prepared with. If we are age of 40 and above, protein intakes are very much more important. It is a main structure for our skin, hair, nails, and bones. We have mainly two sources of protein. One is from animal, another is from plant. If you are taking, if you are vegan or vegetarian, you can always go for plant-based protein. For example, beans, quinoa, nuts, whole grain, and etc. And also for women age of 40, I will always recommend every one of us to really take good care of our estrogen level. Estrogen is very much important for us to ensure we have a stable, we have a regular cycles every month. So how do we kind of like and to ensure the estrogen is in good levels? For example, you can take flaxseed, soybean, bean paste, sesame, and etc. Those food that you can see on the screen right now. And soy milk is also one of the very good selection for us to go for, because women age of 40, we need to prepare ourselves for menopause. So good intake of estrogen food source option for us to kind of like to prevent early menopause. And also fresh fruits and vegetables. We need to really ensure us or ourselves we have sufficient intakes of fiber to provide us with longer satiety, meaning we are not overeating. Different colors of the group, meaning they are carrying different, I would say, phytonutrients. Phytonutrients means nutrients from plant-based nutrients. From different colors, they have different phytonutrients to bring in. For example, if the food or vegetable that we are taking in are in red color, meaning that it is very much high in lycopene. And lycopene is a very good antioxidant to prevent us from aging. If the food is in orange or yellow color, meaning it is relatively high in flavonoids. Flavonoid is also one of the very strong antioxidants, which is very good for anti-aging. Just now we mentioned about bone health, especially for women above age of 40, we need to prevent ourselves from osteoporosis, the loss of calcium or the density in our bone. So calcium supplementation or calcium intake is very much important. Are we able to take in all of the food that I have mentioned just now? I believe 99% are not able to satisfy ourselves with such a wide food selection that has been mentioned just now. We are bringing you a solution. We have Enhancel as a solution to modern malnutrition. I think Enhancel will be a good selection for you. Maintain yourself in a good condition, or you have a good source of balanced nutrition every day. when we want to maintain our wellness level, health status, we need to make sure we have well-balanced nutrition. So these are the reasons why we are saying Enhancel are a solution for modern malnutrition. Most of the people, we find that they are overeating, but majority of the population, they are undernutrition. The main feature for Enhancel is that it provides us a sufficient or complete cellular nutrition. It is a very good immunity booster. If you find your complexion is quite dull or yellowish, maybe you can try Enhancel, because Enhancel help us to revitalize our skin cell. And at the same time, it is a very good nutrition for growing children. When you want to take something good for yourself, you would want to make sure it is well absorbed. The absorption rate can go up to 90%, which is very much high as compared to other applications. You just spray under the tongue and we hold it for 2 minutes. And that's it. It's as simple as that. If we really dive into the application of sublingual spray, meaning under tongue spray, the effectiveness is there. And then the conveniency is very much important, because we are living in a busy lifestyle. We want everything to be simple, nice and simple, easy to be used. Enhancel, the application is under tongue spray. And some people, they might be curious, how does it go with oral consumption? Meaning if we bypass our digestive system, and we know the absorption by under tongue is 90%. If it is like go down to our digestive system, the absorption will be much lesser. And the product's quality is well recognized, because we have a strong R&D team to work together with us, and partners with manufacturers which is well equipped with GMP, good manufacturing practices, ISO. The quality is well maintained. The direction of use is you can spray 5 bursts under the sublingual, and we hold it for 2 minutes. Our standard recommendation is that we can use it 2 times per day, one in the morning and another time in the evening. And who is suitable to use Enhancel? I would say basically everyone, start from children, adults, up until elderly, are most welcome to try Enhancel.